This is such beautiful country, Uncle Bud. I'm glad you invited us to take our vacation on the Circle J Ranch.
I just hope Dennis doesn't wear you out.
Wear me out? Well, I can't tell you how glad I am to have my little pard visiting me.
You know, I don't think bulls like to be brushed.
Uncle Bud!
Gosh darn it!
You never could handle your own livestock, Bud Johnson. When you try to ride Cyclone in the rodeo tomorrow, he'll just knock your socks off.
I'll ride Cyclone and show you a thing or two.
You forget that idea. I've ridden Cyclone 3 years running, and I've won the rodeo every time. Face it, Bud, you're just a loser.
Who is that terrible man?
Big Ed Hemlock. He just won't let me forget his ranch wins the rodeo every year.
But maybe your ranch will win this year.
Nah, not unless I ride Cyclone, and I'm just too old for that. Big Ed's right. I'm afraid the Circle J's glory days are over. There's Cyclone. Our rodeo committee owns him. He's been stomping on everyone that's tried to ride him in the rodeo for the last 3 years.
Oh, boy, Dad! I just signed you up.
Sign me up? For what?
The rodeo competition. You're gonna ride Cyclone.
What?
Dennis, you had no right to sign up your father for anything without talking to him first.
I'm sorry. I just thought Dad could help Uncle Bud win the rodeo and show up that mean Big Ed. Dad always told me, practice makes perfect.
I wish you could practice not getting your father into these situations.
Whoa! No, boy, don't do it! Help! Help! Whoa!
I sure hope I catch a big one. Huh? What's Cyclone doing here? Take it easy, boy. I'm not going to hurt you. Oh, I've got it. Leave it to me. Now you're okay. Uncle Bud, what are you doing?
Cyclone escaped from his corral in town.
You won't hurt him, will ya?
Of course not, Menace. We'll just take him back to his corral in town.
Make you eat dirt, horse.
What a rider! Big Ed Hemlock stayed on Cyclone for 30 seconds. A great performance. Our final competitor is Henry Mitchell.
I don't think I'll be able to ride.
We'll just have to drop out of the competition.
By the way, where's Dennis?
He was right here a second ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, substituting for Henry Mitchell will be his son, Dennis.
What?
You remember me, boy.
Rider number 9, Dennis Mitchell. Get ready, ride! Still on Cyclone, and it's been more than a minute.
Gee, thanks.
You did great, Dennis.
This is yours for the Circle J, Uncle Bud.
I don't know quite what to say, except thanks, Dennis.
Hold on a minute.
Big Ed!
It's not fair. Cyclone didn't get all worked up with that brat on him. Hey, put that out, horse. Cut it out, you dumb horse! Stop it!
The T-38B is the tent of the future, designed to protect our astronauts on the moon and beyond.
Oh, wow!
Shh, Dennis. Now remember, you promised if I took you to work with me, you'd be very quiet.
As you can see, it features a complete telecommunications package, radar and sonar, a full menu of astronaut food tubes, even flares and smoke bombs for emergency situations. It can withstand anything. And it's so simple, even a child could operate it. Just pull the string.
Oh, boy, Dad! You mean I could go camping in this thing?
I think it's a splendid idea. Why not let a real child test it out in the rugged wilderness with me?
But, General, Dennis would be more than you bargained for.
Are you trying to say that I am not good enough?
Not at all. Of course not. I'm honored.
We're honored. When can I pull the string, General Crump?
I told you a dozen times, Dennis. When we get there.
We're here, sir.
Great! Here goes!
Dennis, not yet! Young man, from now on, you'll wait until I give the orders. Is that clear?
Sure thing. You're the general. Whoa!
What was that?
The tent has now been deflated.
Huh? You just told me 2 minutes ago it was inflated. What could have happened?
I'm afraid to guess.
Well, Corporal, what's taking so long?
It isn't easy, sir, with just a bicycle pump.
Never mind the excuses, Corporal. Just keep pumping.
Yes, sir.
Can I raise the antenna, General Crump?
Go ahead. I don't see what harm it could do. I didn't say at ease.
Yes, sir.
Wow! This is really neat!
Okay, Dennis, now let's send a message. Attention, Command Center. This is General Crump.
Hold everything. I'm getting a message.
What are they saying?
Try not to make them angry, General, sir.
Corporal Whitlock, help!
How, sir?
Create a diversion, quickly!
Yes, sir. Ooga booga googa. Huh?
The situation is now under control. We are now about to eat our rations. Over and out.
Hi, little fella. Are you hungry? Here's some popcorn for you.
You must not feed the wildlife. It only encourages them to beg for more.
Whatever you say, General. Sorry, fella. I'd like to feed you. But this guy outranks me.
Now we'll sample some of this survival food. What would you like? Chicken stew, meatloaf, bread pudding?
You got any bear food?
Bear food? Now, Dennis, let's not be silly. Dennis, you must really be hungry. I can hear your stomach growling. Quick, Dennis, give him some popcorn.
Nuh-uh. You said so yourself. Feeding the wildlife only makes them beg for more.
But this time I'm doing the begging. Please, give him some popcorn.
Sorry, General. It's all gone.
Oh, no. Here, big fella, try this. All our emergency rations gone.
Now what are we gonna do for food?
Corporal Whitlock!
You bellowed, General?
Find us some food. On the double.
Good. I like double portions. Oh, wow! We can watch TV.
It's not TV, Dennis. It's radar. It looks out for intruders. Be careful not to leave it on too long, Dennis. You'll wear out the battery. Ah! Speaking of batteries, mine could use a little recharging. I'm going to get some shut-eye. Ah! Back already, Corporal? Yuck! Corporal Whitlock!
I found some acorns, sir.
Stop!
Holy cow!
Shoot! 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 Shoot!
Gosh, it's awful hard to sleep with all the noise you guys are making. Hey, I never noticed this button before. I wonder what it does.
That's right. Looks like a forest fire starting. Better send a water drop to zone 23B, coordinate 19X.
I'm sorry. I have a habit of pushing a button when I see one.
All right, Dennis, but don't touch the buttons anymore. I'd better remind the corporal to bring some water. Oh, Corporal Whitlock!
Yes, sir.
Never mind.
What do you mean, a forest fire? Don't worry, Mr. Mitchell. The Forest Service already put it out.
Now, Henry, I'm sure by now they're all warm, cozy, and fast asleep inside their tent.
Gosh, General, I'm glad you're teaching me all this neat survival stuff.
What I wouldn't give for some of that popcorn right about now. Are you sure it's all gone?
Uh-huh. But I brought some marshmallows we can roast.
Marshmallows! Well, what are you waiting for? Commence roasting!
This antenna's perfect. Here, General, you can do it.
Ah, there's something so familiar about that sound. And there's something familiar about that sound, too. Here, be my guest.
Now what's going on?
I'm getting some very weird signals. We'd better send in a chopper.
Camping's a lot of fun, isn't it, General?
Are you okay down there? You need any help?
No, you can go home. We're doing great.
Don't listen to him! Wait! Stop! Don't leave me with him!
Henry, I'm proud to report that the T-38B tent passed with flying colors.
Hey, that's terrific.
General Crump, though, is another story. After his night with Dennis, he decided he needs some rest. That's why he applied for combat duty.
Oh.
What are you making, PeeBee?
I'm not sure, but I think it's going to change the world. Well, what do you know? It grows hair.
Wow! If this stuff can grow hair on a microscope, it's sure to grow hair on a bald head.
You're right. Who do we know who's bald? Mr.
Wilson! Mr. Wilson, I've got news that's gonna make you really happy.
Great. When are you moving?
We're not moving. PeeBee invented something that grows hair, and we need to borrow your bald head.
Knowing you, Dennis, it'll probably grow crabgrass instead.
Honest, Mr. Wilson, it really works.
Just try a couple of drops on your head.
Not a chance. If this gook grows hair, I'll eat my hat.
That's okay. After you try it, you won't need a hat.
Dennis, I said no!
Too bad. We'll never find anybody as bald as Mr. Wilson.
I'd better hurry or I'll be late for bowling. Yikes! What the? That stuff does grow hair! Rock on! Aha! Yeah, 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 yeah! Oh, yeah! Aha! A full head of hair and enough money to move away from Dennis. Now, where did those kids go? I must get that formula from them before some greedy person beats me to it. Aha!
We'll ask Mr. Cavallini. Lots of his customers are bald.
Figaro, 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 Figaro.
Hi, Mr. Cavallini.
Oh, no!
I didn't come for a haircut. PeeBee invented a new hair-growing formula.
We want you to test it on one of your bald customers.
I'm a busy man. I don't have time for your practical jokes.
Honest, Mr. Cavallini, it really does grow hair.
Sure it does.
It's no use, Dennis. Let's go.
That's strange. I just swept there.
Oh.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Looks like we're never going to find someone to experiment on.
Yes. Oh, how frustrating.
PeeBee, I think this is it. Hi, lady. What kind of dog is that?
It's a Mexican hairless.
Gee, the poor little thing must be cold.
I can see you like animals.
Yeah, especially bald ones.
Would you watch him while I make a quick phone call?
Sure thing, lady. Do you think we should?
In the name of science, we must. Wow, it works great.
I sure hope the lady likes it.
Oh, my poor baby. What have they done to you? Oh!
Maybe she'll learn to like it. There must be somebody who will let us use this formula on them.
Yes, but who?
Dennis, PeeBee, do you still have that hair-growing formula?
Sure, Mr. Wilson. It's right here.
Great. I'll give you $10 for it.
No, wait. I'll give you 20.
I'll give you 30.
40.
50.
$50.
$50 it is. Going.
Cavallini, it's mine.
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 gone. Nice going, you guys. That's all the formula there was.
Oh, no!
Don't cry, Mr. Wilson. You can buy lots of hats with $50.